Yeah, when I was growing up, like the resort I was riding was just pretty much horrible, and just like maybe 300 meters long, pure ice, no jumps, no rails, nothing. Just all we had was small little bumps, you know. So it's way better nowadays. It was really, really small, especially where I grew up. It was probably around maybe 5 to 10 people in my local resort who actually snowboarded. So I was one of them. So it was super, super small, and you know, you were kind of cool if you were snowboarding. Now it's more sport for everyone. Yeah, I guess I just got really stoked when I got to ride good conditions, and I was just, you know, I was really on it. So maybe by riding in a city resort, like in a city resort, I just got more inspired when things got good. Yeah, the first time I kind of got spotted was when I was home in Norway the year before I went to the States. I think I was 18, and I just won a bunch of big air contests, and that's when I was spotted back home, I guess. And then I went to the States and just went to actually Mammoth Mountain, and I was riding there for 2 months, and then all my friends left, but I wanted to stay longer, so I stayed for one more month, and that's when it all happened. Snowboarding in the States is just there's more opportunities, you know. There's way better parks, probably more money in the resorts, so they can afford to have good parks. And the snow is, you know, the snow is great. Look at it. But there's some really good resorts in Norway as well. So I guess it's good both, you know, back home and here. Yeah, the X Games is by far the biggest contest in snowboarding, you know, besides the Olympics. So it's definitely the big happening of the year. It's a lot of fun. Yeah, so then I came back the next day and won the best trick event with the same trick I got hurt on the day before. So. And we would even partied after the slopestyle because I wasn't gonna do the best trick because my heel was bruised as well. So I was stoked I woke up and did it. I would say my style is pretty powerful. You know, I'm a pretty big guy for being a snowboarder, so you know, trying to use a lot of power and stuff when I ride, and at the same time trying to be mellow, relaxed, and hopefully make it look good. And I don't know, Sean White, he's a way better pipe rider than me, so he's got some skills. I think it's just what motivates me is just how much fun I have when I'm snowboarding, and just it's not always about, you know, getting a good placement in a contest. It's more about learning new tricks and being stoked on, you know, a new little thing you just learned. So that's the fun of it. My favorite type is probably like a good slopestyle event with a jam session where you can get a couple of runs to get your best run. So it's not all up to getting that one run good. So because then sometimes you have to play it a little bit more safe. And that's what I like about the jam session format, that you get to try out a couple of new tricks. Yeah, I feel like I get recognized quite a bit, like quite a bit more than last year, you know, before the X Games. And it all depends on what I'm wearing. So if I wear something I've been wearing in movies, you know, like had this hat with a red ball on top, and if I'm wearing that one, like I get recognized a lot. So it all depends, but it's really fun to see that how many people are stoked on what you do. So it's awesome. The filming side is a really good part of snowboarding, but it's also some pressure involved because you always have to like push your limits a little bit. So it's not always as much fun as you think. So I think the best part of it's just the pre-season, just to be able to ride for days and just ride with your friends. That's good. Yeah, I mean, it's always seems like the sport's been progressing a lot over the last couple of years, and I think it's going to continue to progress the next years. So I think we're going to see some gnarly tricks. Like now, people are doing more double corks, and I think you're going to see that more in contests as well. So it's all about doing the trick good and get the style in. It's all about getting it good and to land it right out. Perfect. In the future for myself, I just see myself doing a little bit more freeriding. Besides, hopefully learning a couple of new tricks and trying to stay on it as much as I have the last couple of years. And besides that, I'm thinking about maybe arranging a contest in Norway. So maybe do some work with that and get more involved with the companies I work with.